Hi, this is Mrs. Zhu, and we are working on our practice quiz number 2 today. Let's start with the first problem. In the first problem here, we are not choosing the letter C. That is not correct. I know a lot of us did choose that answer because we see a 10, but 10 means 1,000%. That's not the same as 10%. Okay, and I know a lot of you are looking for that. But look at the question and what it's asking. It wants the total amount that Joe is going to pay. He is going to pay for his t-shirt, pay the t-shirt, and the extra sales tax of 10%. So he isn't just paying 10%. He's not just paying the tax. He also needs to pay for the shirt. So that is why our answer is going to give us a percentage where the shirt is represented by 100% for the shirt, whatever the price is, we don't know. We can represent it in a percent. And we have to pay this tax of 10%, which means we're going to pay, or Joe is going to pay, a total of 100% plus the 10% tax. So he's going to pay 110% total, which expression now would represent 110% of the P price. Right, B, 1.1 times P, the price, will then give you the amount to represent an expression that Joe will pay for whatever the price of the t-shirt is, plus the 10% tax on top of it. Number 2, Eric is selling movie tickets. He gets to sell adult tickets for 8, children tickets for 5. He is planning to keep 15% of whatever he sells. He keeps that. So we want an expression that represents how much he keeps. Does he keep $8 for the adult tickets? Does he keep the $5 for the children tickets? No. He keeps 15% of the $8 adult tickets. Okay. He keeps 15% of the $5 children tickets. So let's go over here and figure out how much then is he going to be keeping of the $8 and how much will he keep of the $5, because as you look at your answers, there are trick answers there, like the letter G. G is not the answer because no, he does not get to take 8 times the adult tickets plus $5 times the children tickets. He's not going to keep all of it. That would be meaning, it would mean that he gets to keep 100%. He only gets to keep 15%. So if I take 15%, 0.15 times 8, what will I get? If I take 0.15 times $5, what will I get? Or in a proportion, if I take 15 over 100 equals x over 8, or 15 over 100 equals x over 5, what will I get? Okay, from there, you will then be able to see, oh, he gets to keep maybe like $1 or a few, cents around that price, because that's how much he's going to keep of the prices of the 2 separate ticket prices, the adult prices and the children prices. So I'm not giving you the answer, but I'm going to lead you there. Do not choose the letter G and don't choose letter H. Okay? Number 4. We're going to skip down to number 4. All right. Price is going to go up for the basketball from $16 to $18. What's the percent increase? What's happening here is they're kind of marking it up. They're marking it up by $2. Well, what is $2 in a percentage of the original price? You need to just do it. Okay, now of course I'm just telling you what to do, but how do I know that I'm using the just do it strategy? Because I'm finding a percent that of increased amount. I know I'm being marked up by 2. If I want to use a proportion, I can, just like I've been doing all week long. The only difference is I'm looking for the percent of markup. I only know how much it got marked up. So if I wanted to, I can do 2 over the $16. So that's my markup price out of the OG price is equal to the percentage over 100. I could also use just do it and simply take this fraction and make it a percent, which is what I'm doing when I set up a proportion this way. I am forcing it to equal x over 100, which is going to be the fraction equivalent of the percent. Okay, and you should be able to find a nice percentage based on that. Your final answer should be, there you go, circled it for you, J. For number 6, another difficult question. For number 6, the word commission. A commission is how much extra that you get to make based on your sales. So if you're a good salesperson and you sell a lot, then you get a percentage of that. Okay, and for employees, their percentages are the same as all employees across the board. So if you're really good at selling, then you're just getting extra more per month. It's kind of like a tip for a waiter or waitress. If they're a really good server and they're getting tipped a lot by their customers, then they're getting a lot of extra money. So here, my percentage is 1.4%, okay, and it's based on my sales, the sales. Her sales here, for that month, was $51,000, $51,000. So I want to find the percentage of $51,000. When I get that price, then what I want to do is add it to her salary, because no matter how well or poorly she's selling on a monthly basis, she will get $3,250 no matter what. That's her base salary. It's just her constant money that she's going to be getting as a employee of that company. But she'll get an extra 1.4% for whatever she sells. In the month of July, she sold $51,000. Okay, if you are doing your math correctly after you get your answer, because we're looking for her total earnings, you definitely can eliminate choice F, because she's definitely not going to earn a total of just $714. She's definitely probably not going to earn up to $10,000 because she only gets a part of the $51,000. Okay, the final answer actually is G, because we added her percentage of the $51,000 to the $3,250 of her salary. Okay, number 7. Watch out, the answer is not A. Okay, A would be the markup price. Okay, 33% times S, the sunglasses. But I am looking for the sale price, I'm sorry, this is not the markup price. This is the discount price. I am not looking at the problem correctly. They marked it down by 33%, so that would be the discount price. But which one is the sale? The sale, remember, like in the bar, if I show you a bar, if I were to divide it into 3 pieces and each was 33%. Okay, 1 bar represents the savings. Remember that? Which means that the other part that is not colored in is what you pay. What you pay is called the sale price. So what is the percentage that they pay? It's not going to be 60 or 33%. It's going to be the other percentage. Now, that is going to give us the letter C. And it's not going to be B, and I know that I have 33% plus 33%, but I am missing 1% here that wasn't accounted for, a 1% that I also need to add, sorry, plus 1 more percent. So that's 67%. So just be careful about that. I really just took 100 minus 33, which is 67%. Let me add percent signs. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to stop here in the video. Read each question very carefully. And when you get to the last 2 questions, I really want you to give an explanation and answer each part of the question as best as you can. So you can use all the extra space here that you need. See you tomorrow. Study your notes because we are being quizzed on section 6.5 all the way to 6.9. So that includes last week's and this week's material. So the just do it, the math code, your proportions, your fractions to decimals and percents to fractions and fractions to percents and percents back to decimals. All of that is on your quiz tomorrow. Study hard. We'll see you tomorrow.